Okay, Storm Chasers, today we are back with the owner and founder of My Colon Cleaner Daily Fiber Supplement. All right, the lady that wants you to poop, that is in charge of it.
You
Welcome,
already know. Yes, indeed. Yes, it's so very serious. Hi, Storm. Thank you for having me on your show again. And hello to all the Storm Chasers. You guys are awesome and so supportive. Thank you so much for your business and supporting Black business. Today, we're going over a few leftover things from the year 2020 so we can just throw it away, throw the whole year away and march into 2021 with very bold and brazen steps. And it's necessary. We have to be brave going forward because it's about to be on and popping. All right. So just to give you statistics, first and foremost, I hope that you all created a form of communication as soon as you wake up in the morning, because as soon as you wake up, this is when you start to communicate with your higher power. It's very important that as soon as you wake, you communicate. So being thankful and grateful for life in itself. And why? A lot of people wake up and they're in a bad mood. I wake up very happy because I know a lot of people did not. And just to give the numbers for today, we have 333,000 COVID-related deaths, and that's here in America, okay? So if you don't understand how special you are to still be amongst the living, you have to at least digest that part, that you're still here and you're still standing, and be very grateful and appreciative for life. So by the numbers, in Georgia, there were 10,000 deaths of COVID. So sad. In Florida, 21,000 people are no longer here. In Cali, 2.1 million people have expired based on this epidemic that has caused so much havoc in our lives. This has been something that we've never seen before. So how could anyone know how to deal with it? So we gave the commandments last time. This time we're going to go with a positive vibe going forward in reference to building a better tomorrow. Yes. So we do have our products. Of course, I'm going to shout out mycoloncleaner.com. We have everything you need to have a great experience in the bathroom and not get stuck in the bathroom. So start with that. And then secondly, we want to start manifestation talk, because as we speak our words, they have so much power. And a lot of people don't get that. Like if you say, oh, I don't want such and such to happen, 9 times out of 10 is going to happen because you already said it. So when some people say, oh my God, that was going to die, be careful, because if you were gonna, you woulda. Okay. And those words are powerful. Yes. You have to remember, our creator knows every pore on our skin, every hair on our scalp. He made us, and our book is already written. We're just living it out. So as we live our lives, destiny, we have to be positive and put your best foot forward, because if not, the negative energy that you're charging up becomes a frequency. And that frequency is audible on hearing your voice. You can tell if a person's frequency is positive or negative. Yes, of course, with the face as well. Smiling is just not because you're laughing. Sometimes smiling is a therapeutic thing we should do, because sometimes you have to smile to keep from crying, especially in these day and time. So there's smile therapy, there's music therapy to keep you uplifted. And like I said before, to avoid negative people, places, and things. It's imperative for your future to be amongst things that you want to grow. If you hang out with negativity, negativity will grow in your life, and you do not want that.
Yes. What do you think of that? Hang around the people that you want to be. I think that's a good example too. Hang around the people that you want to be, and leave all toxicity behind, no matter who it's coming from. Just leave it.
Yes, toxicity is like an acid, and it just starts to corrode and eat away at everything it touches. This energy is boundless unless you stop it. So you can start off with a wonderful day and get a negative word, and before you know it, you're speaking negative words, in particular, curse words. Yes. Now, I'm not y'all mama, but I can assure you, if we're using words that were banned in the Bible, we're saying things that are considered an actual curse. So we call someone a mofo or a son of a bee. Those are curses you're placing on that person. And we have to watch our mouths because a lot of people don't know the most powerful thing we possess other than our brain is our tongue. The power of the tongue is mighty.
Yes.
You have people like Storm that are using it for positivity. And thank God, because there's a lot of people using it for negativity. And people follow that type of energy. And I'm so glad this Storm is building this platform because it's a positive platform with his tongue doing the work in positivity. And I heard something about a Catholic. I didn't know what that was.
That's a joke.
I don't know what that means, but the tongue is very powerful. So we want to make sure that we're using positive words that can help people grow instead of just, taking them out like a sniper. You'll have people that will call your phone, and in general, they're doing an emotional drive-by. They'll call your phone and dump all this negative energy on you, and you were having a great day. But after that phone call, you just don't even want to get out the bed. You're like, oh, what's the point? It was a long line somewhere and she's upset. That energy transfers.
Yes, stay away from energy vampires by all means. We had a certain guest that, although I like her personally, I had to get away because this person was an energy vampire.
Exactly.
And everybody wants me to invite this person back, but they zap my energy, literally.
Well, the thing is, hurt people hurt people. And the thing is, you cannot be walking wounded. I'm so proud of you, Storm. When I heard that you were in therapy, I just was jumping up and down because this is a big step for you as a man of color. There are other men of color and women of color that are oblivious to how valuable therapy is and how it can help you organize your past so that you can have a better future. So in general, the people that you see stuck in negativity have not taken that couch time and sat down with a therapist to help organize their thoughts and straighten out their minds. And it's like, well, why would I need to talk to someone else to straighten me out? Well, actually, when you're talking to the therapist, you're literally talking to yourself.
Yes.
And just to give you a point of how important those voices are, you hear them first, then you translate them out into the universe. So when you're at the therapist's office, you're actually fixing your own problems on your own, but you have a certified licensed person that is there and who's been educated to help you organize your thoughts properly and to let go of the ones that do not serve you.
Yes. 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 Yeah. I have no look, you hit it right on the nail. Let go of the things that don't, let go of the things that don't serve you. That's very true, because I feel like a lot of us waste a lot of time listening to people that really just don't mean us well. Even if they're family, they just don't mean you well. So yeah.
Yes. Well, a lot of that is jealousy. And in the Bible, it's depicted that jealousy is as cruel as the grave. So when you get the inclination that someone is jealous of you, do not hang out and figure, oh, it's going to boil over. Or it's my sister or my cousin, so I have to deal with them. They will hurt you. It is as cruel as the grave. Jealousy is a green demon that comes up and just wants everything that someone else is. Like, how could a person want something that's not for them when God has you, everything you need, he has for you?
Yes.
Just as well as he would feed the birds. They don't worry about going south for the winter. They got vacations and food for free. We're not supposed to be worrisome people in general. But when it comes to jealousy, you have to nip it in the bud, kill it, get away from it, because it will drag you down. And I know this as a fact. I have family members that are like, oh, she thinks she's all that. And I'm like, no, I know I am. I am awesome because I made in his image. And if people accepted that, they too can walk in excellence and awesomeness.
Yes, they could. You're right.
Yeah. So, but you'll always have that voice in the background, well, you can't do that. And that's where manifestation comes up and is so very important. Whatever you want in this universe, you can actually have. It's up to you. And I mean that, like anything you can think of, you can have. And it's about execution. You start off with writing down your thoughts. You have to write down what you want so that energy starts to percolate, And we're always manifesting at all times. When we see something we like, oh, that's a nice car. It's saying that would be good for me. I would love to have that experience. And if you harness it in and say, well, in particular, I want whatever type of car, Subaru. It could be the top of the line Subaru that you want. And if you start harnessing the energy to obtain it, you will have a Subaru in your your parking space in no time. Or some people are more broad where they say, I just want a very dependable and safe vehicle. And the Lord will provide, and the universe itself, which the Lord created, will provide. If you deserve it, the universe will serve it, is what people say that are enlightened.
Yes.
So we also have to go over balance, guys. A lot of people are imbalanced, and this is either hormonal, environmental. It's a lot of things that happen when we don't give ourselves the time to meditate. Balance you obtain from meditation. Meditation is sitting still and thinking and letting all the useless thoughts go and harnessing in powerful thoughts that will help you as you go forward. If we don't have the time for that and we just fill it with negativity as far as television and too many phone calls from negative people that are vampires, you'll end up not having your own sound mind, and that's where we become imbalanced. And it can be worse where some people are chemically imbalanced because they've already used up their serotonin, or they've already used up what would help them, their adrenaline. In a state of fear, their adrenaline's already used up because they've been in the streets or whatever. So a lot of times therapists will suggest that you get a serotonin uptake, and that is where you're putting back in the happy sunshine element in the brain. And as people of color, we don't really run to therapists, but in particular, we run out of serotonin because that feel good is not in us because we've already lost it from having all of our hopes and dreams crushed. People that have passed away, that was the biggest one for me. Whenever I lost someone, I took it so hard, but I didn't understand at the time that that's the way the book was written. I'm supposed to learn something from every person that passes away in front of me. It has to be a lesson and a blessing in everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a positive way to look at such a traumatic event. I like that.
Oh, yeah. They can stifle you, and you'll see someone who will use that as an excuse or as a trigger where they cannot grow because they're stuck on such and such death. And the thing is, if you really think about such and such, they would not want you to be stuck in blue and purple and black vibes. They would want you to be vainglorious in golden and yellow and white light. And that's what you have to do, especially if you want to see them again. That's the only way I was able to turn the page, is because I wanted to see them again. And you can't do that if you have no faith. You have to operate in faith. And in faith, you know that you will meet them again at the crossroads.
I like that. I like that. It's very positive.
Yes. So let's see. Your thoughts grow. So we don't want to grow stinking thoughts. So think positive as much as you can. Even when something very bad happens, try to find the silver lining in that. And you can go forward with that by becoming an alchemist, where you taking something that's very negative and turn it into something that's very positive. And it's like, well, how can I do that? My company, my colon cleaner, was completely based on a very negative set of events. Those set of events turned into something so beautiful. And I never thought that I would learn and grow in this way, but it's because I put my foot down and said, guess what? I'm not taking this. I'm going to use this experience to help others. So basically, I had been overweight, and it happened from a fall. At the time, my then husband was not keeping it real. Okay. He actually was not a straight man, and I thought that he was. So when I found out he was not in part of the Rainbow Tribe, I pretty much snapped. Okay. But at the time, I thought it's because I was overweight. So I just so happened to find this product, and I started using it myself, and the weight went down. So I said, wait a minute, if I ate all this food and got so big, and I realized that the trigger was him dogging me and ragging me, I think I can reverse this. And that's exactly what I did. I went from 238 pounds down to 146 pounds, and I was too light. So I kind of came back up to 150, 160, and I stayed there for many years. Now that I'm over 45, it's like, whoa, keeping those good habits going, but they all started from some BS. They all started from someone betraying me and dragging me and leaving me for dead. And I said, no, I wasn't having it. So my deal was, God, please bless me to walk out of this I need to be free of this pain and anguish. And if you do, now that I found this product, I will help others with this product. That was what I asked God to provide for me, is that if you heal, since you healed me, allow me to heal others, because it's so many people that do not know about these products. And sure enough, 16 years later, I am still in business, and I went public this year, thanks to Storm. And I'm so happy he's utilizing the product and having great benefits, and so many other people are as well. So that is considered alchemy. When you take your pain and your struggle and the hardcore nature of this world and turn it around to serve you and to help others. You cannot go wrong when you're helping others. I assure you, this is what Jesus Christ wanted. This is what he did when he walked the earth. So
I'm over here speechless. I'm loving this.
How much weight did you lose, Storm?
26 so far. Yeah, 26
Wow.
so far. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. This is my lifesaver here. I hope it's not too shiny. But this is the actual detoxification powder that everyone's putting in their favorite juice, water, or milk, and it's helping them inch by inch to get those old pounds of waste out, and then also clear the path and rehabilitate the colon, because we have to be friends with our colon. And how does all this tie in together? Manifestation, colon care. It's self-love, guys. This is what is required of you. And this is not just a short time thing. This is over your whole complete life.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle for sure.
Yes, it's a healthy lifestyle. And that's what we should all aspire to. We all know the negative. We all see that. And we know the results from the negative. A lot of the superstars show us, you know, what happens if you dabble in the acidic nature of negativity. And unfortunately, lots of overdoses, lots of unnecessary deaths occur. And the thing is, had they been practicing self-love, they would still be here on today.
Yes, they
so
would.
This is where you start your whole future going forward, putting your best foot forward and starting with yourself, because you're the one that needs to be happy. You're the one that needs to be strong. Do you realize that if you don't take it seriously, that you cannot help and be effective to anyone else? So,
yeah, no. It's just like when you're on a plane, you got to get your own oxygen, then you can help others.
I heard you say that. I said, yes, he gets it. So this is the thing. I do have my sage sticks, guys. I've been touting the benefits of sage sticks. This is what I use to keep my house purified from negative vibes and any type of negative frequencies that may have come to my home. And it could be anyone, a serviceman, the milkman, whoever comes over, I make sure to clean after they're gone so that I don't pick up any of their negative energy. This is the one we have. It is 6 inches. It is white California sage. It is $9.99 on our website, mycoloncleaner.com. And people are loving it because it's a jumbo size. And I swear, when I use my sage, I feel it. This is something that is, you know, they say sage advice for a reason, because sage is incorporating wisdom into your environment. It's a purifier, which we do need. Everyone needs to purify their system at least once. And once you see the results, it's like, whoa, I got to do that again, you know?
Yeah, I mean, and even if you think about like the human body is literally made to constantly be moving, constantly to purify, constantly to get the old out, in with the new, out with the old. So yeah, it's the same thing with energy. A lot of times you're stuffy here and you can't think because your energy isn't clear. So
exactly. And
I'm gonna burn some more, as a matter of fact, after this.
Yes, you have to balance yourself and clear that negative energy out. Even when you're around someone, I've seen people that physically kind of, you're like, what are you doing? And they're flicking the energy because they don't want negative energy to come into them. They're protecting their soul, because that's the thing. You know, it's always a battle of good or evil. Always, at all times, you have the good guy and the bad guy on each shoulder. The thing is, when you give in to the bad guy, he says, don't drink water. Let's just keep playing PlayStation. You know, let's get some burgers. Let's not worry about our health when we get older. Where the good guy is saying, I want water. I want oatmeal. I want fruits and vegetables. I want to make sure that I'm here. I'll take my supplements, my vitamins. That is the positive nature of self-care. I will take my time. I will do it right. I will serve myself by working out. The negative mind says, not today. I'll do it tomorrow. I'm too tired. Well, how tired do you think you'll be once obesity takes over your life? And don't think the people we see on 600 Pound Life thought that they would be on that show. They literally were just normal like you and I, and just like some cookies at first. And then it became a craving they could not satisfy. And that's what obesity sparks. We do have a new sugar tea, guys. We have a sugar detox tea. This is amazing. It is actually very good for the body. It gives you all your nutrients and vitamins as well. And we have some new products that we put on the website. So I do invite you guys to check out mycolоncleaner.com. Also, we have our detox caps. This way you get 100 caps, and this is going to be awesome going forward if you are not into mixing and preparing the powder. Yes. So taking these things seriously and using these tools that we have available for you can help modify your life in the most positive way and give you longevity. And that's what it's really about, is living. A lot of people focus too much on dying, and that's why it's happening. A lot of death. When you start watching the TV and harnessing in the scared nature of the COVID-19 reports, you're harnessing in a vibration that is detrimental to your life. I don't even watch the news. I don't even watch it. They have to call me and tell me who won this, who did that. I voted and all, but I didn't sit there to watch the body drop, because inevitably it's going to be what it's going to be. And I just want to make sure it doesn't hurt me. So I don't tune my frequency into negative things. It's very important that you avoid them. And then also journaling, guys. Are you keeping a journal, Storm?
I do, actually. I have to, as a part of therapy. So yes, it's definitely something. I will say that.
It's a great tool to begin it with. And it's so easy, just right at home in the privacy of your room, wherever. It's very intimate to put in your thoughts and things you want to change. I look back at my journals and I'm like, whoa, I remember writing that I really need to get exposure. I really want to meet someone that's cool on YouTube so that I can get this product line going. And I talked to my daughter. She said, look and try to feel a vibration and find someone cool. So I looked and looked and looked, and I saw you and I listened to you. I said, this man is so wise. And I said, I hope that he doesn't have a problem with it, because, this is not the easiest thing to talk about.
Very true.
It's not easy to talk about it. But because God changed my life, it's my mission. So this is my ministry, and I'm thankful to have it. But you allowed me to express myself and to give these wonderful products to the people in mass. And at first it was a little, skepticism, of course, but inevitably we all have to poop. And this is what the message was I needed to get out. And I was so nervous. Then I wrote it down and I went back and saw the entry, and I said, wow. I looked to see how many months ago that was and how people are responding to it. And I realized that I put that energy out into the universe because Storm put out his energy in the universe, and those two energies collide and come together. Either they're going to be a perfect fit or it's going to be a mismatch. So for me, I do feel that it's a perfect fit, and I'm thankful because I have clients that are calling and very emotional, and they're not just thanking me, they're thanking Storm Monroe. They're like, I'm so happy the day I picked up the phone and called you, I saw your thing and I was looking at Storm, and Storm looked so good. And, I'm like, wow. And they're saying that Storm helped me save myself because I haven't went, for X amount of days. And no one wants to be congested with waste. No. So this is the biggest principle, is to remove the negative, bring in the positive. And that's in every single way. Make a journal, start jotting down the notes of your day and what you want to conquer for the day. So I do what's called the dirty dozen. I'll write 12 things down per day that I want to do. And I just mark them off as I go. And not every day I can get them done, but at least I have an organized thought process. And that is what helps us not have a chaotic frequency.
Yes.
All right. So I did do a vision board, and this is very special to me. Okay. It's very big. All right. So basically, all right. That was great. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. This is my vision board. Let's see.
Nice. It looks nice.
And this is my husband and I in Jamaica. This is what I want. This is what I wish. I want a beautiful car, and that car is utterly ridiculously priced. But if I can get anywhere close to that, I'll be very happy.
Yes.
And the home is there as well. And I still have some more spaces to add more things. But I started with the basics, which is a stable home environment, financial stability, and awesome cars, and the availability of a vacation for myself and my husband, because we work very hard and we don't get a lot of time off. So those are just the basics. I will be adding more things as I go, but it's so important to put the energy out. So when I look at it, I'm like, wow, I got to get this done. I want this. And I learned this from The Secret. The Secret actually has a man who did his own vision board. And over the years, he strove and strived to get everything he wanted done. Once he got it done, he was unpacking his things in his new home. Do you know he pulled out his old vision board, and it was the house he was in? And we're not talking about a small house. We're talking about a multi-million-dollar home. Yeah. And he was able to do this because he put it into the universe. So it's super important to put out positive energy into the universe and to stay away from negative energy at all costs. It will change your life. It will change your life.
I like that. I like that.
So what we think we become, and that's actually on my board, what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you create. So we have to be very careful with our thoughts. And that's why therapy really helps, because it helps to organize our thoughts, and so do the journals. So in reference to learning, guys, never stop learning. Always reach out to learn something new, because that thing can actually save your life. When I first got into the lifestyle, I went vegan, and I did not think I was going to make it. The first week, I literally thought I was going to die if I did not eat meat. And I was kind of shaky about it. And the first week went, and next thing you know, a month, 6 months, I did 5 years. Solid, no meat. And it was amazing. I learned so much more because I had limited myself from learning about other things. And had I been open and enlightened, accepted what I was in the universe, I would have already known this. Yeah. So when you see someone like talking hippie talk or enlightenment or stay woke, pay attention, because that is a learning process. You cannot get this overnight, but we can help give you the tools. And keep watching Storm Monroe's channel, because there are lots of keys on his channel to help open a lot of doors.
That is very true. Just open up the doors to your mind. Yeah.
Yes, yes. And you know what? We are worthy. That's something I have to mention, because a lot of people are feeling like garbage right now.
Yes.
Don't let the trick of Satan make you feel that you're not worthy. You're worthy of the best life you can live. You are worthy of every blessing God has for you. And you have to clear that lane to accept those blessings. And you do that through wearing your prayer suit every single day. You cannot take off your prayer suit and leave it on the counter. You have to put it on every single day. It's your body of armor that's going to help you get through this life. This life is a battle, and we are soldiers. So we are valuable. That's another one that a lot of people don't keep in mind, that I won't go, and if I hear shots fired, I'm not going to go look because another one could hit me. I'm going to walk away because I am valuable and because I am worthy for better than that thought. So all my friends used to run to the fights. I would walk away and go the opposite direction. And I assure you, I outlived quite a few people doing that. I'm from California. It's very violent there. Yeah. But it's beautiful, but be careful. Just be careful. So anyway, we are all important as well. You know, he didn't make us by mistake. He wanted us to dwell in what was known as the Garden of Eden initially. And then it, of course, changed once the serpent came involved. And the level of betrayal with Adam and Eve and those things of that nature has made it where we are faced with certain things. And one thing in particular is our monthly cycle. Oh my goodness. I have so many women that are thankful. We have a polycystic ovary syndrome capsules as well as tea on the website that can help us. But that is actually a curse that occurred when we betrayed Jesus and went into that. When we betrayed the Lord and came out of the Garden of Eden wicked, that's when the curses began. So if you think about this, it's been thousands of years. It goes way, way back. We have to practice self-love to get through those hard days, whether it is 3, whether it's 14. And I know a lot of women that suffer a long time. And the thing is, stop suffering. Get some great products to help you get through it. You need your iron. We have you. Your multivitamins. We have you. You have to take something to help fortify your health, guys. You have to. Also, we are all special. Can you imagine? Everyone's thumbprint is different. Everyone. You will not find two alike. Okay. That is like a serial number that God gave us. You know, he wanted us to be very special and to know this. And how can you know that? Your thumbprint is a sure sign that there is no one like you. So never think that you're just fitting into a mold like everyone else. You are unique, you are special, you are valuable, and you are important. And that's what I want everyone to know. And I want you guys to get busy for the New Year's resolutions. If you're going to write them down, keep it real with yourself and actually execute them. And it's just one day at a time. Don't overthink it. And when it comes to water, I'm always going to tell you, you got to drink plenty of water because we dry up inside when we don't. And water is just valuable. They can't even figure out where it came from. It's like an alien of nature, but it's absolutely imperative for a better lifestyle. How much water are you drinking, Storm?
I have a big jug, but yeah, it's as much as I can.
Yes,
otherwise your body's off balance. So.
Yes. What happens, I'll keep it quick. What happens is the concentration of chemicals that are thrown out from the body from stress, those are the compounds that build cancer. So when you drink water, you dilute those compounds. You dilute those same stressors that throw this poison into your bloodstream. You purify that by drinking water, diluting that, and then also detoxifying your colon because that's where all disease lives.
Yes, absolutely. And how do you want to conclude our session today, our health talk? How do you want?
Oh, okay. I want to make sure that everyone knows that everything is energy. So be very careful and guard your energy. Be very clear on what your intentions are. And if you intend to have an awesome 2021, then that's what you'll have. It's all in our minds. Don't go with what you see on television. Go what's in your heart.
Yes.
And know that God has not forsaken you and he is blessing you from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet right now.
And I will say definitely, I love how you concluded that. I will say as well, and to make sure that when you pray and you meditate and you clear your sage, you burn your sage and you do whatever you have to do to get yourself together.
Yes.
You make sure you keep people in your circle that are on the same page.
Yes.
Because if they're not, they're gonna negate all the work that you did. You do all this work at home and then you go befriend negative people. It won't work. So yeah.
Yes. So that is all. And Happy New Year, guys. You have a special place in my heart. We have the Storm Wellness 10. That is our coupon code for 10% off the entire store.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. And God bless and take care, Storm.
Have a good one now.
Okay. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.